Pleasant day to everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Rolle's theorem.
So for this part, we're going to tackle about the intermediate value theorem. If a function f of x is continuous over a closed interval a and b, then for every value m between f of a and f of b, there is a value c, a and b such that f of c equal m. Let's assume that m is a number which is negative y value between f of a and f of b. Given the graph, ang ibig sabihin ng theorem natin ay sa bawat value ng m which is nasa pagitna ng f of a and f of b. So halimbawa, consider the graph of f of x equal square root 3 plus 1. On the closest interval, negative 2 to positive 2. So makikita naman natin sa graph yung dapat na nakukuha ng value ni m dito ay nasa pagitna ni negative 7 to positive 9. Also, this is a continuous fraction kasi applicable lang ang intermediate value theorem natin kung ay continuous. Same as goes to negative 2 to positive 2. Ay may compounding na m, so horizontal line lang ang makukuha din natin. Value c, which means value yun ng x-axis. Then ang m natin sa vertical line, doon natin kukunin sa y-axis. So again, the graph is continuous on the closed interval, negative 2 to positive 2. According to IVT, every number m that lies between negative 7 and positive 9 has compounding between negative 2 and positive 2, such that f of c equal m. Yung f of c natin or fraction of c is equal to m, since ang fraction value natin kinukuha natin sa y-axis.
Now we have here an example of intermediate value theorem to find the value of c in the interval. So we have here f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 3x plus 5, and our interval naman is 1 and 4, and our given f of c is 19. Anong gagawin natin to find the value of c? So, first things first is we need to plug in the endpoints of the function. Let's find the value of f of 1 and f of 4. But we know that it's continuous because anytime we have polynomial and it's always be continuous. So first, we have f of 1 is equal to 2 times 1 squared plus 3 times 1 plus 5. So, ang makukuha natin doon is 2 plus 3 plus 5, which will give us the value of 10. Now, how about sa f of 4? f of 4 is equal to 2 times 4 squared plus 3 times 4 plus 5. Ang makukuha natin doon is 32 plus 12 plus 5. And 44 plus 5 is equal to 49. Pinag-plus lang natin yung 32 plus 12, kaya naging 44. Now we have here f of 1 is 10, f of 4 is 49. So with this information, paano natin masasabing we can use the interval value? So, notice that 19 is y value. It's between the two values of 10 and 49. So, since 19 is between 10 and 49, c, which is an x value, is between the x values of 1 and 4. So, on the graph, as you can see sa picture, the f of 1 has a value of 10 and f of 4 has a value of 49. And yung curve na ginawa ko. So, at some point, the value of C has a value of 19, di ba? So, it makes sense because for you to go 10 to 49, at some point, you have to cross sa 19. So, as you travel from 1 to 4, you have to reach C values when it's equal. Now, let's proceed sa step 3. So, now, we need to replace f of x with 19 and solve for x, which is going to be the C value. So, 19 is equal to 2x squared plus 3x plus 5. Now, anong gagawin natin to solve for x? First step is you should subtract both sides by 19. So, 5 minus 19 is negative 14. We have now 0 equals to 2x squared plus 3x minus 14. So, para ma-factor, i-multiply natin yung coefficient by the constant term. So, 2 times negative 14 is negative 28. Then, dapat yung two numbers that will multiply to negative 28 but add to positive 3. So, the answer is positive 7 and negative 4. But, positive 7 plus 4 adds up to 3. So, ang gagawin, we're going to replace the positive 3x with negative 4x plus 7x. And the value of the expression is still the same because negative 4x plus 7x is equal to 3x. Then, let's factor by grouping. So, sa first two terms natin, we can take out yung 2x. So, 2x squared divided by 2x is equal to x. Then, negative 4x divided by 2x is equal to negative 2. Then, for the last two terms, we can take out 7. 7x divided by 7 is x. Negative 14 divided by 7 is negative 2. Now, as we can see, yung two terms is same lang, which means nasa tamang direction tayo ng pag-solve. So, now, i-take out na natin si x minus 2. And if we factor out si x minus 2, then magiging 2x plus 7 yung dalawa. Now, isolve na natin si x. So, if we set each factor equal to 0, then x minus 2 is equal to 0. So, x is equal to positive 2. So, on the other hand naman, 2x plus 7 is equal to 0, we'll have to subtract c7. So, 2x is equal to negative 7. Then, i-divide sa 2. So, x is negative 7 over 2. So, isa sa kanila ang x values is going to be the c value. Well, negative 7 over 2 is negative 3.5, which is not between 1 and 4. So, hindi siya yung C value, pero yung x is equal to positive 2 is nasa interval of 1 and 4 siya. So, therefore, C is 2.
If a function f of x is continuous on a closed interval a, b, then the f of x has both maximum and minimum values on a, b. As we can see here in the presentation, the graph shows the extreme value theorem graphically. The point A shows the local maximum while point B shows the local minimum. On the other hand, point C shows the absolute maximum while point D shows the absolute minimum.
Now here's an example on how to find the absolute extrema using the extreme value theorem. Our given function is f of x is equal to 3x squared minus 12 plus 5 with a given interval of 1 and 4. We have 3 steps on how to find the absolute extrema. First is to find the critical number. All we have to do is to set the first derivative into 0 and we substitute f of x is equal to 3x squared minus 12 plus 5, and it will be f prime of x is equal to 6x minus 12. Next is to solve this and find the value of x. So 6x minus 12 is equal to 0, and therefore it will be 6x is equal to 12, which will be that x is equal to 3 is our critical number. Next step is to replace the value of y based on the given interval together with the critical value. Substitute the functions and will result that f of 1 is equal to negative 4, f of 4 is equal to 5, f of 3 is equal to negative 7. So the last step is to determine the values and terms, which is 5 is the absolute maximum and negative 7 is the absolute minimum.
Differentiable functions are continuous. The absolute value function g of x equal to x is continuous at x equal to 0, but not differentiable at x equal to 0. On the other hand, a differentiable function must be continuous. Proof: the theorem is both graphically plausible. It is hard to imagine a discontinuous graph having a tangent line, and easy to prove. Example: prove that f is differentiable at x equal to a, then it is continuous at x equal to a. Step 1. F of x approaches to be f of a as x approaches to be a. Step 2. F of x minus f of a divided by x minus a approaches to be f of a. Step 3. F of x minus f of a equal to f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a times x minus a to be approaches to be f of a times 0 will be equal to 0. Step 4. F of x minus f of a plus limit x approaches a, f of a will be equal to f of a. Then the answer will be 0 as we get the answer from step 3, and plus f of a that we got it from step 4 will be equal to f of a. This shows that f is continuous at x equal to a.
Rolle's theorem states that f must be continuous on a closed interval a to b, and the function must be differentiable on an open interval of a to b. And dapat same value yung f of a to b. And then, pag na-meet yung tatlong kondisyon nito, magkakaroon ng number or letter C na is f prime c equals to 0. So, i-apply natin siya sa graph. So, sabihin natin na ito yung ating line na tangent line, and then ito yung point A and point B natin. So, itong point A and point B natin, meron silang same y value, yung A and B natin. Ngayon, since meron tayong same value ng f of A to f of B, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng number C, which is itong gitna nila, which is equals to 0. So, pwede natin sabihin na mayroon itong f prime of c equals to 0. Itong graph na to. Ayun. So, try naman natin, di ba, try, what if curve, di ba? What if curve? Pwede kayo yan what if. So, sabihin natin, ito yung point A natin, tapos ito yung point B. And then, syempre, same sila ng y value, di ba? So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng, so, same sila, meron din silang same y value. Ito yung close intervals, so ito yung open intervals. Open intervals po itong tapos ito po yung same, y value. Yan. Tapos ito, yung point C natin is, ito yung ngayon. So, pwede natin sabihin na C is equal to 0 kasi parehas yung f of A to B. So, ito po.
Suppose f is continuous on the interval a and b, and the differentiate on a and b. If f of a is equal to f of b, then there exists at least one number c with the position of a, c, and b, with f prime c is equal to 0. For example, given f of x is equal to x squared minus 3x, with a and b as 0 and 3, show that Rolle's theorem holds true within this summer function. So here, we will just exchange the value of a and b, which is 0 and 3, to the given f of x is equal to x squared minus 3x. So first, f of 0 is equal to 0 squared minus 3 times 0, and the answer will be 0. For the next one, f of 3 is equal to 3 squared minus 3 times 3, which will add up into 0. As you can see, both the answers of a and b has the same value. Therefore, Rolle's theorem can be applied. So after that, we will now get the value of c. For the value of c, here we have f of x is equal to x squared minus 3x. We will just derive it, and it will become f prime of x is equal to 2x minus 3. After that, we will just equate it to 0. Now we have 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. After that, we will just transpose the 3 to the other side. Now we have 2x is equal to 3. And after that, we will just divide both sides by 2. So we now have x is equal to 3 over 2 or 1.5. As you can see, the answer 1.5 that we get is between the value of a and b, which is 0 and 3. Therefore, Rolle's theorem is true for this function.
Firstly, the mean value theorem is a fundamental concept that connects the average rate of change of a function to its derivative. To further explain, let's visualize this function f. If a function f that is continuous on a closed interval, a and b, and differentiable on the open interval, which is a and b, there exists a number or a point like c within the interval a and b, such that the derivative of the function at that point, denoted as f prime c, is equal to the slope of the second line joining the endpoints of the curve representing the function on the interval a and b. The left side of this represents the instantaneous rate of change, which is the same as the slope of the tangent line. And on the other side, this part is the average rate of change, which represents the slope of secant line. The secant line is the line that touches 2 points in a curve. These need to be parallel to the tangent line because they are equal to each other. And the tangent line will have the same slope as the secant line in this case. Secant line touches the curve at 2 points, while tangent line only touches the curve at 1 point. So therefore, C is at the middle of A and B in this case. So now here's is example problem. F of x is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 1 on the interval 1 to 5. Now, let's put our formula, which is f prime of c is equals to fb minus fa over b minus a. So the first step is to find f prime of c. We need to find the first derivative. The derivative of x squared is 2x and negative 4x is 4. Since 1 is a constant, we're not going to put it there. Now, in the right side, the fb minus fa over b minus a, we're going to replace that with our given, which is f5 minus f1 is over 5 minus 1. Ngayon, yung given na interval is gagawin natin siya doon sa formula na given, which is unahin natin yung b kasi yung una sa formula. So, 5 squared minus 4 times 5 plus 1 equals yun sa 25 minus 20 plus 1 at pag sinolve yun is equals to 6. Ngayon, itatry naman natin yung sa a na nasa interval. A squared minus 4 plus 1 is equals to negative 3 plus 1 equals yun sa negative 2. Ngayon, yung nandun sa may left side kanina, which is yung f prime of c, is lalagay natin sa third step, which is 2x minus 4. Tapos, yung mga nakuha natin, ilalagay lang natin siya doon sa may b and a sa may formula ulit. So, bale, 2x minus 4 is equals to 6 minus negative 2 over 5 minus 1. And pag sinolve natin yung 6 minus and negative 2 is meron tayong 8. Tapos 5 minus 1 is 4. Next, para ma-cancel natin yung 4, is mag-add tayo both sides ng 4. So ngayon na na-cancel na natin yung 4, magiging 2x na lang siya. Tapos, 2 plus 4 yung sa baba nun is 6. So, ang kakalabasan na nun is 2x is equals to 6. Ngayon, para mag-x lang ang matitira is i-divide ulit natin siya both sides ng 2. So, 2 divided by 2 is kakancel lang natin yan. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So, x is equals to 3. And yung 3 is between the closed interval of 1 and 5. So, therefore, we can say that c is equals to 3.
For example number 2, we have f of x equals to x raised to 2/3 and the intervals 0 and 1. So, ang unang gagawin is isusunod natin yung derivative ng x raised to 2/3, which is 2/3 x raised to negative 1/3. And isa-substitute natin sa formula yung intervals sa 0 and 1. After that, ilalagay natin yung x sa baba, which is the result of 2 over 3x raised to 1/3 equals to 1 minus 0 over 1. After that, magka-cross multiply tayo, which is 2 times 1 equals to 2, and 3x raised to 1/3 times 1 is equals to 3x raised to 1/3. After that, we divide both sides by 3. And maka-cancel yung 3, which is the result of 2/3 equals to x raised to 1/3 is the same as cube root of 3x. And able to get rid of the square root symbol, we cube both sides. And the result will be 8 over 27 equals to x. And if tatanungin nyo paano nakuha yung 8, it is 2 times 2 times 2. And yung sa 27 naman is 3 times 3 times 3. And if i-decimal siya, the result will be 0.296. And therefore, that is the value that satisfies the mean value.